Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Dr. DeShavo. I am your instructor for Basic Anatomy and Physiology 2. Welcome to the course. I like to put together a brief video before my courses begin to show you how to navigate the course in the Blackboard platform. Since this course is entirely online, I've just gone through and reorganized it to make it really straightforward and really easy to navigate. I am totally here for you if you have any questions or concerns. The best means to contact me is through email. So my name is Megan DeShavo, and if you pull that up on the SUNY website, if you start typing in DISC, my email will pop up and you could contact me that way. I really don't use the messages in Blackboard, as I try to keep everything through my email so everybody knows where to get me the quickest. So, like I said, any questions or concerns, contact me, but I tried to make this super organized so it's very straightforward for you. So, I'm going to start by entering the course. I have it in what's called Student Preview, so this is what you will see when you open the course for Bio 116. This is the basic A&P. This is not the anatomy and physiology that you need for pre-med, pre-health, or nursing. So if you are signed up for this and you're supposed to be in one of those majors, please email me as soon as possible and it will help get you where you need to be. This is a non-major anatomy and physiology. There is no lab affiliated with this course. This is just a lecture 3-credit online course for non-health majors. Okay, so if you think you made a mistake, reach out to me and we'll get you in the right place. So if you're in the right place, let's go through the course. If you come over to the side here, this is where all the major navigation happens. I will send you a weekly announcement beginning today. I will send them every Friday and you will see how I have it organized into your weekly work. Start here has my introduction, how to navigate the course, technical problems. You can go in there and see how to navigate different technical issues. Our syllabus is posted under the syllabus, but the bulk of the material, 99% of the time that you will be looking for, is under content. So let's begin by reviewing the syllabus. You can go in and print this if you would like a copy. You could keep it electronic if you would like a copy of it that way. Either way is fine. So this is Basic Anatomy and Physiology 2 online. I am in person in Donovan Hall 2144, which is the biology lab, Mondays from 10 to 11 and Tuesdays 11 to 1. You are welcome to come in if you have any questions. Do email me before you come in, as sometimes I cancel that in case we end up having an exam in my regular anatomy and physiology course. So email me. We could set up a time if you want to come in then. If you can't meet, I can meet you online. Send me an email and we can request an online meeting. There's my email. Here's the breakdown of exams. You will have 4 exams and weekly quizzes. There is also a workbook. The workbook is super easy. It's just a workbook that you literally fill in. You can either do that on your computer or you can print it and fill it in and take a picture and send it to me. However you want to get that to me. That is due every week. It is easy, guys. Hint, hint. It's helpful for your grade. Do the workbooks, okay? They're due every week. Grades online with your exams will be immediate. You'll take the exam, you'll be able to see it. The workbooks may take me a few days to grade. There's the grading scale, required text. Dr. Merriam's book is optional. You can get it if you want. Most of my questions will come directly from my course notes. Course description and prereq you can read on your own. There are 4 major exams. If you are caught cheating, you will receive a 0. Please listen to me right now. I'm not mean about many things. I'm going to be a little mean about this. You are not allowed to leave the computer when you're taking your exams. We have a proctoring system. that will tape you while you're taking your examination. The exam is 50 questions. It should take you no more than 45 or 50 minutes. Make sure you use the ladies' room before you leave, or gentlemen's room, sorry, before you take the exam. Do not leave the exam. If you leave, you will get a 0 for that exam. This has happened a couple times this semester. I want this to be extremely clear. Okay, so when you are ready to take your lecture exams for this course, make sure that you have everything done, that you don't need to get up, sit down, take the full examination, log off, then you can get up. I'm not mean about many things, but I get upset when things are taken a little advantage. Course objectives and student learning outcomes you could read through on your own. If you have accommodations, let me know as soon as possible and we can work with you. Expectations you can read through on your own, and then here's the breakdown. I have a very simple week-to-week breakdown. This tells you every week what content we will be covering. Okay, so let's look at that simpler schedule. So that's your syllabus. Start here, as I said, general course information and introduction for me, your textbook. Respondus is your proctoring system. Please make sure you are familiar with that. I will go over how to review that in week 1. How to email your professor. Netiquette, please. When you are emailing me, use a full introduction, a signature, and proper grammar. Please, it's just time to get in the habit for that. If you have a power outage, here's things to look into. If you have a power outage during your exam, let me know as soon as possible. I will be able to see that through the proctoring system when we can fix that for you. Here's the connections to the IT help desk. You can also call them. I would write that phone number down before you take the exams, so that way if there is some sort of tech problem, you can call them and say, oh my gosh, this happened, what do I do? Okay, so that's all in start here. Content is where the bulk of the material happens. I've put the weekly schedule in here. It is really straightforward. So you can see, here's week 1. You will have a folder for week 1. You go into it, complete all the material, done for that week. Week 2 is the same, etc., etc. The only weeks that are different are when we have our lecture exams. You'll have your lecture exam on Monday, February 10th. You'll be able to take it at any point during that day, but once you open it, you need to complete it. I'll let it open for 24 hours on Monday, February 10th. Once again, you could take it any point during that day. Once you open it, you need to take the entire exam without getting up and leaving. That'll be 60 questions based on the material from the first few weeks. I will tell you, oh, the material's right there, I'm sorry. Bone tissue, bones, and joints will be the material in that exam. Okay, week 5, you go into the folder, etc., etc. It's the same rhythm until we get to week 8. You have your second lecture exam. And then week 10, you'll see, oh, let me see if I can move this down. Can't move it down. Hold on just a second. Okay, there we go. Week 10 is the last day to officially withdraw. Week 12 is next lecture exam. And then finals will be May 4th, I believe. I have to double check that. Okay, whatever that Monday is of finals week. All the lecture exams are structured the same. 60 questions, multiple choice, true, false, some matching. You need to take them in one sitting, and they will be on those dates that I have given you. I will email you the weeks before so you know when they are. When it is time for your lecture exam, all the lecture exams are in this folder labeled all tests. You don't see any now because they are not open. When it is time for you to take them, you will see them. Actually, you'll go through the Respondus app. The Respondus app is a proctoring system that we have at the school so we can do these online courses and have the proctoring system videotape you while you take it. I have very specific directions on how to download that app to your desktop. Here's another note. Please, when you go to take your lecture exams, you will go through the Respondus app. Let me see if I have one. I don't think I have one on my desktop. Yep, there it is. So it's time for your lecture exam. Any of the 4 lecture exams you're going to enter through the Respondus app. It might look a little bit different for you. You download that from the main page in Blackboard, I have directions once again in a videotape session for you. When it's time to take your exam, you go through the Respondus app. Once you get into the course, you will come into the course. It'll look exactly the same. You'll go to Content, All Tests, and the test will be there for you. Okay? All right. Start here, we already went over, and then we have week 1. If you took basic A&P with Dr. Folletti, this semester is a little different. I'm really trying to guide you step by step. So I'm all the way down at the bottom of the page. You will see that only one chapter will open at a time. Once they open, I will leave them open, but I think it'll be helpful if we could do one at a time. So here's week 1, chapter 6 is bones. This needs, all this content in this folder needs to be completed by the 26th. If we click on that, we'll go in. Here's an introduction telling you exactly what to do. Okay, so this is on bone tissue. You will, okay, watch the videos, print the notes first. There's notes for you as PowerPoints. Watch the videos, fill in the workbook, take the quizzes. So here's your PowerPoints. If you click on that, you can download them. I always print them with 3 per page because that gives me lines to take notes. Then you will watch this video, which correlates to those notes. You will fill out this workbook preparation, which I mentioned earlier. You can print it, you can download it. If you can do that on your computer and fill it in, send me a copy by the 26th, and I will grade it. It gives you easy points towards your grades, guys. I've seen people's grades go up a whole letter grade just by doing those workbooks. Complete your quiz. This is due January 26th. Watch this very brief video on how to use Respondus, which is the proctoring system. It's like 3 or 4 minutes. Take the quiz for your Respondus. What this does, this quiz for Respondus, right here, which is also due the 26th. And what I mean by the 26th is by midnight on the 26th. Everything is due. This quiz shows you how to use the Respondus system. Okay, now this is another important point. All quizzes that you will take other than this one do not require Respondus. So your weekly quizzes are open book. You can take them whenever you want during the week. Okay, this one is not. This one requires Respondus, so you will once again have to go through that little app that I showed you on your desktop to take it. The reason I do this quiz is to get you used to the Respondus system before we actually get to an exam. So for this one quiz and this one quiz only, you will go through the app on the desktop, take your quiz in content in week 1, and you'll be all set. All of the answers are false or all of the above. Okay, so I'm not doing this quiz to test your knowledge. I'm doing it to make sure you know how to use that Respondus lockdown browser. Okay, at the bottom here, we have reviews. These are review questions that you can print and use to review as you're going through the lectures. You could also print them and test your knowledge after you've studied. Once you've filled those in, the answers are below. Okay, so every week it's going to be the same format, other than the weeks we have exams. You will have your PowerPoints that you print, the videos that you watch, the workbooks that you will hand in, and your weekly quizzes. After this week, there's only one quiz per week, and sometimes there's not a quiz. Week 4, 8, and 12, and finals week, we'll have a lecture exam, and that's the basic gist of the entire course. I make it sound easy. It is a little complicated. This material is a little difficult. So as you're working your way through it, please, if you have any questions, let me know. I'd be happy to answer them for you. I am here to guide you. I'm going to send out this video as long as your week 1 work today. It will be due January 26th. Next week, when week 2 begins, I will open week 2. It'll look similar to this. All that material will be due the following week. And that about wraps it up. So please let me know if you have any questions. I am here to help you. and I hope you enjoy this course. Thank you so much. This is Dr. DeChavo signing off. Have a great week.